Hello everybody, this is Miss Pink Boss Lady, and today we're gonna make a Jeff the Land Shark plush. As you can see, I made a little sketch of kind of how I want him to look, followed by a couple traces that will help me estimate the right shapes. I will put these traces in the description just in case you guys want to try it out too. I'm no professional when it comes to making plushies, but I saw this picture, which is the cover of one of his comics, and it made me want to try to do it. I made a lot of mistakes along the way and I'll point them out. But hey, everybody learns from mistakes. So without any further ado, let's get to it. I got the fabric from Amazon and it turned out to be way more than I needed. So I'll probably end up using it for other projects, but it is very soft and nice, and I think it's a good starting point for a beginner like me. As you can see, I'm using my light box to trace over the fabric, but I don't really think it's necessary. In a little bit you'll see that I forgot to turn it on once and I still managed to trace it. I want you guys to know that when I was drawing the traces, I didn't want to confuse myself, so I was kind of specific as to which part belonged to which color, and you'll just see that I messed that up. It clearly says white. I did a gray. Later on I found out and I had to redo it again. It also happened with the belly, but that's okay. I also did this with the belly. It was meant to be white. I traced it gray, but this is okay. Like I mentioned earlier, I had enough fabric to afford some mistakes. For this next part, I'm gonna put some crazy glue surrounding the trace. This will help me cut through the fabric easier. A while back ago, I noticed that a girl did that. She used some sort of glue. I don't know if it was crazy glue or if it was some other type of glue, but it made it easier for her to cut through the fabric, especially if it's stretchy. I had tried cutting stretchy fabric on another occasion and it was very, very hard. So I tried to give this a go. I had some hiccups along the way though. One of those hiccups was that I thought I had enough crazy glue. I had bought a new one, but I had already had one. But I didn't know that that one didn't work anymore. It was completely dried out, so I couldn't use that one. So due to this, since I had been practicing nail art, I decided to use the nail glue, which was a horrible, horrible mistake. Yes, it was very easy to apply because it had the little brush-like thing, but it hurt my nose so bad to the point it made it bleed. I should have probably used a face mask, which I didn't, think about doing at the moment, or like taking my time, or put a fan or something, but I didn't really think about it until my nose started bleeding. You can't see it in the video, but like I had to take a little break for that. So let me be your warning. Don't do it like that. Don't do it with nail glue. And if you're doing it with either glue, crazy glue, or whatever glue you're using, put on a face mask just in case. Protect your noses. After I was done applying the glue to everything and everything dried off, I then moved on to cutting the pieces and putting them together. My mom let me borrow a couple of her frames that she uses for sewing. She does that a lot. And I was just using that so the fabric wouldn't stick to itself or it wouldn't get stuck to my table. But that still happened. I don't know how, but glue still got to the table. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like at the beginning of the process, when I was sewing everything together, I used the wrong yarn thread. It was very thick and I feel like I messed up my calculations or what I had already planned with the traces. You'll see as you proceed to watch the video, but I think it is important to notice that, and it was very hard to pull. I don't know if you noticed, but I even used some pliers to pull the thread out. So that was my sign to switch threads. It is important to note that I am sewing everything backwards just because I want it to look seamless once I put everything together and flip it over. At one point in the process, I ended up poking my finger, so you guys be careful. I started top to bottom, so I did the dorsal fin first, I did the snout, the body, the little tail, its little forelegs, and the bottom part was gonna be the last one to put on, so that way I could put some stuffing and some like stuffing beads, so it would gain a little bit more weight, but it ended up being more puffy than anything. You guys might think I might be overcomplicating things for myself by doing everything by hand, sewing everything by hand. You guys are encouraged and welcome to use a sewing machine. You don't have to do it like me. But one, I don't have a sewing machine, and two, I'm a little bit very scared of them. When I was younger, I don't know if you could tell, but my right index nail is slightly smaller than the rest. And that's because when I was younger, while using a sewing machine, I went through my finger. It was a very scary experience. Kind of a little scared of reliving that. It was bloody. But I'm willing to maybe in the future face that little fear, but not right now. Right now I want to relax and just continue sewing. It's a very relaxing and satisfying experience when I get to see the end product after flipping everything. So I first saw Jeff the Land Shark in the new game Marvel Rivals. I myself don't really play that game, but it's a very popular game. And I think he's a very cute character. And I decided to make the plushie because like I really wanted a plushie of Jeff the Land Shark. He's so cute. So as I was looking through the internet, I didn't really like the plushies that were on sale. So I got the idea of maybe trying to make my own plush. And after seeing that picture of the cover of that comic, I fell in love with that he had himself, a little plush of himself. So I thought that was so adorable, and why not try to recreate it? I'm gonna start small. It looks simple enough, it became to be a little more complicated than I expected. But my goal maybe is to eventually get to do like a more like a Jeff the shark that looks more like himself in the game because he's so cute. And don't get me wrong, I think Marvel Rivals is such a great game. It looks amazing, the graphics, the art, I love it. And I would like to play it, especially as Jeff the Land Shark, because he's so cute. But a little secret between us, I suck at video games. I really, really do. Like if you're like, nah, you're okay. No, I suck. Like, I don't know, there's a part in my brain that completely blocks the gaming part, and it's like I get confused between buttons and I just start pressing buttons. That's how I play Smash Bros. I don't know how I even win people at Smash Bros just pressing buttons because I'm not even that good at it. But it happens every once in a blue moon. So yeah, but maybe one day I'll try it. It seems really fun. Oh, and about that Smash Bros situation, it happened when I was at work. So they put a Nintendo Switch in the break room. So everybody started playing against everybody. And I started playing. My main is Kirby, of course. I love Kirby. And I beat everyone by just smashing buttons. Can you guys believe that? I didn't even know what I was pressing, but I beat everyone. My theory is that they let me win. That's my theory. They let me win because there is no way that I just won by pressing buttons. Getting into the assembling part. So we stuff the extremities like the tail and the little legs, and instead of like sealing them, we start like putting them in the main body. I do this by going back and forth with the needle constantly just so it's like really there, really sealed and secured. And now that we're coming to a close, then I can start adding the rest of the stuffing. I had just done like the hard to reach parts first, but now we could do the rest. And I'm also adding some of the beads. Honestly, that was completely unnecessary. I just wanted to give it weight. I thought it was gonna be come out to be a little different than what I expected, but it ended up coming up fluffier and like rounder. So I like that. Now it's time for the big green button eyes. They gave me a hard time because, of course, I used the wrong thread again. It was really thick. So I used my secret weapon, my hot glue gun, which helped me secure them way better. And here's the final product. Like I said, I'm no professional and it is far from perfect, but I'm satisfied with it. I hope you guys like it. And I'm sorry if I sounded so monotone in the video. I'm not used to recording myself or hearing myself while editing, but I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye!